when the night ends. There's no winner when you're walking alone. Sliding down the last street as the day creeps. What you doing with nobody at home? Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy in my soul, come on. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This is no doubt one of the best matchups of the NFL season. A battle of undefeateds. Two teams that have been dominating opponents all season. Who will be the dominant team in this one? It's going to be fascinating to find out. It's the Lions going up against the Packers. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain on the play there, second down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now it's a quarterback. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Well, very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. And here's a look at the starting offense. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Here we go now.
On play action, they'll throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And now he'll tuck it and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
It's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that. Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, ended up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Dancing.
He threw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And now a peek at the starters on the defensive side. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain, and it's second down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Being chased out left. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot him. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's a gain of 20 that time, and it's good enough for a Detroit first down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a play fake here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 17 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Detroit! Let's go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? Is patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. For this drive, he's come alive, and in a big way, now he's starting to gallop.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We're back to Lambeau following these words. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Here we go!
And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
But that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Their big tight end, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And it's up and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now back to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, wide open, complete. They give him a gain of 38.
We saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did, and batted it away.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, Can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And they only need a little bit here. Third down and very short.
No. Check. Patriot.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He's going to field this at the 4. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Lions will take over. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Back to throw here. Wide open receiver, complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because they'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Second down following the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
3 yards left to grab here on third down. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Back there in that belly. Here we go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got time. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And that'll bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, They gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. So we've got a 2nd and 5.
Detroit! Here we go now!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding time. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. One receiver left, 3 to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. It's their quarterback with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Watch it now, Barney! All right, now, look at 56.
They come out here in the eye. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediatto there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And on the ground they go with the running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal here from the 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it. That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Here we go now.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go. 1, 9, 5.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The defense has been on the field a long time now, and after a run like that, they've got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
4th quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Time for a break. And his throw's going to be incomplete. We're back to finish this one off after this. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.